Hello everyone! We are excited to introduce TrustVar, a dynamic framework for trustworthiness evaluation and task variation analysis in large language models. The idea for this framework emerged while evaluating trustworthiness properties of generative models. Standard benchmarks consist of prompt-answer pairs. The same task can be reformulated differently, but model outputs vary significantly. This known issue drives researchers to create dynamic benchmarks and analyze LLM's responses to prompt variations. We asked, how can we separate task complexity effects from prompt formatting effects? Therefore, we developed a tool to analyze which examples or benchmarks are sensitive to reformulation. Now, let's explore our framework architecture. TrustVar consists of client and server components. Through the visual interface, users can select or upload datasets and choose perturbation for their tasks. We define a task as question-answer testing of generative models, while task variations means augmenting all test examples following a unified rule. Selected data and conditions are passed to the task generator, which modifies their uploaded tasks. Generated task variations are stored in the database. Then we test LLMs on their variations. Metrics calculation and analysis are performed for each variation type. It's important to highlight TSI, Task Sensitivity Index, a metric that reflects how much applying different augmentations to dataset examples affects generative model testing results. TSI is calculated based on the coefficient of variation from one model's results across all task variations, then averaged across all models. Higher values indicate lower task robustness to reformulations. Evaluation results are displayed to users via an interactive dashboard, along with leaderboard, ranking both LLMs and perturbation types by their impact on task robustness. Let's take a look at TrustVar working. Task creation and perturbation settings. Here we will continue exploring task variation analysis functionality, then return to trustworthiness. The test configuration options are quite flexible. Select dataset. I will choose the previously added demo data. Create a custom prompt or select from the database. For example, I will choose our previously created system prompt for strict answer formatting. Since we have a multiple choice task, we select an answer extraction template. We can write our own using regex, or I will choose a suitable pre-created one. For open-ended tasks, we would specify rules for LLM as a judge or RTA classifier approaches. Select models, open source or proprietary, to evaluate our task. I emphasize that here we will not just check in model performance, but using models to test the task itself. Next, choose the model that we will vary tasks using the described transformation. And select present scenarios for task variation or add new ones as prompts to external LLMs. Let's choose synonymy, shorten, paraphrasing. Now we can name our test, let it be demo data, and review a random sample plus meta information for self-control. Finally, click button to create and upload a task. And now we can monitor the experiment progress in the task visualization section. Task variation analysis. The framework provides extensive graphical analytics. Right now, we need task-centric analysis. Since our task involves selecting the correct answer, we choose the accuracy groups of metrics. For analysis demonstration, let's select one task. We can see that with paraphrasing and split merge sentences transformations, task stability is highest, while sentence length reduction and translation have the most impact on robustness. By adding new task, we can compare results of how much applying different augmentations to dataset examples affects generative model testing results. This calculation is implemented through the TCI metric.